I am so happy I get to come here and talk to you guys today, share a message about anti-bullying and empathy. Your principal was telling me that is something you guys have been learning a lot about this year, is empathy, so I am super excited to get to talk to you more about that. First off, let me just tell you a little bit more about myself. As you saw in the video, I was born missing most of all 4 limbs. The doctors, they're not really sure why it happened, it's just, I decided to stop growing when my mom was pregnant. But you know what? That has not stopped me from living my life to the fullest. I've grown up in a family with 2 younger sisters. I went to Lawrence North High School in Lawrence Township, just right down the street, where I had a lot of fun growing up. I lived in the same house for 22 years. Can you imagine 22 years? My family has always been there for me. My sisters growing up have always been there, making sure that they've shown me empathy and being able to make sure that I am able to get around places and get to experience life all the time. And as I've gotten older, some of the biggest things I've gotten to do have been because of people showing empathy and everything like that, including going to college, learning how to drive a car, and also getting a job. When I was your age, all the way back in 1994, when I was in kindergarten, that was a long time ago, I moved to Indianapolis from Wisconsin. I started at a new school. Starting at a new school can be very, very scary when you don't know anybody there. When I first got to this new school, a lot of the kids were picking on me. Oh, look at Brandon, he doesn't have any arms or legs. Oh, Brandon can't do this, Brandon can't do that. Every day it was like that, and it just hurt so much to go to school. And you should never not want to be able to go to school. Going to school is fun. But because of the bullying, I just did not want to go. Every day I'd be like, Mom, do I have to go to school? I have a tummy ache, I have a headache, I don't want to go to school today. Finally, one day I'm out on the playground, just minding my own business. The kids are bullying me just like any day, when one little girl comes up to me and she goes, "Hi Brandon, I like your shirt today."
Is that you?
And when she said that to me, that just changed everything. That made me smile, that made me happy to go to school. And this little girl became a very good friend of mine. And ever since she became a good friend of mine, it changed the perspective of other students' views of me. And they became friends with me too. So when you see somebody getting bullied or anything, you're getting picked on, go up to them, give them a compliment, sit down with them, play with them on the playground. You never know how you might be changing their life when you just show them empathy. You never know what that little kid's going through, who your friend is going through, and they then become the new popular kid in school because you showed them empathy. Even when I went into middle school and high school, there was times where I got picked on by other kids. But you know what? There was always another friend there to be able to pick me up and say, "Brandon, it's okay. We love you, we believe in you, you're our friend, you're cool no matter what." And that just really, really helps when you have somebody there by your side to be able to tell you, it's all gonna be okay. I believe in you, and we all believe in you as well. Then when I went on to college, I went to school with a bunch of my friends. I ended up changing schools. I went to a new school again where I did not know a single person. Went through another round of bullying. Yes, it even happens to adults. Adults get bullied as well. But then I met another new friend that made me feel like it was all going to be okay. And now to this day, that friend and I have become best friends. Now, I know when you see other people, they're different than you. But that is okay. There's nothing wrong with being different because every person in this room is different. And that is what makes you special. When you see somebody different, you don't want to pick on them. What you want to do is go up to them and become their friend. Because you never know. Their difference might be cool and make them a really good friend. Like for instance, if I was one of your classmates, would you want to be my friend? But I have no arms and legs. I'm totally different. You still want to be my friend even though I have no arms and legs? So you want to be friends with me. Your other classmates that are different, you should be friends with them too. Differences are what make us special. No matter what, you will always be special because of how you are. Now, I know all of you have dreams of being of something that you want to be when you grow up. I had dreams of what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I always had people in my life believing in me, and always had teachers believing in me. And for a while when I was being bullied, it was tough to believe in myself. But let me tell you, in order to achieve your dreams, you have to be able to believe in yourself first. You are the one that can make your dreams go. And also, as long as you believe in others and their dreams, they will feel special, and they will want to achieve their dreams as well. For me, I wanted to be a sports reporter. I had a lot of support from my family, and a lot of support from my friends, so I went and I studied that in school, studied real hard to become a sports reporter. And in school, I got to broadcast basketball games, football games, baseball games. I got to have a lot of fun. For a living, I got to make videos and talk about sports. How cool is that? So no matter what you want to be when you grow up, just remember this one thing. I'm always going to believe in you. Your teachers are always going to believe in you. And your peers. You guys are all going to believe in each other. And as long as you believe in each other and you believe in yourselves, you're going to be able to overcome anything in life. Any obstacle, any hill, any mountain, anything that's placed in your way, you can be whatever you want to be. But as long as you have the belief in yourself and you believe in others, you can go anywhere. Some of the obstacles I have overcome are just everyday challenges, like learning how to brush my teeth, learning how to put on shoes, learning how to drive, learning how to go out in public on my own. There have been some pretty big challenges. Other ones were, I was a high school wrestler. I always wanted to do that with my friends because they were all wrestlers, so I told my mom, I said, Mom, I'm going to try out for the high school wrestling team. She looked at me and she goes, okay, if you think you can do it, you have my support. I had a lot of people, though, that in my life that were saying, I don't know, Brandon, this is tough. These guys are really big, they're really strong, and they're really good. And I had coaches in middle school that were telling me, I don't think this is a good idea. But my high school coach came forward and said, Brandon, I believe in you. I want you to join my team. And I stepped out there on the wrestling mat, and you should have seen the look on my opponent's faces. Whoa. What am I supposed to do with this guy? He has no arms and legs. I don't know how to wrestle him. That was always fun. They always were confused. With wrestling, though, it really helped me overcome some of the bullying I went through in high school and everything. And over time, I got to be the member of one of the best high school wrestling teams in the nation, and that was so much fun. I made so many good friends from that, and just because I got involved in school, that is another big thing that you should all really work towards, is getting involved in school, because school offers so many opportunities for you, not just in the classroom, but after school activities as well. Another one of my big challenges was learning how to drive. As you guys saw in the video, I drive my own van. I drove myself here this morning, and that is really, really fun. When I drive, I have a joystick that I put my arm in, and I steer. And I have another joystick down by my foot that I use to make the car go forward and stop. What's really fun is when you pull up to one of the red lights, someone's in the car next to you looking at you, and I just like to kind of mess with their minds a little bit. I'll start moving the steering wheel, and I'm not touching the steering wheel, but they see it moving back and forth. And then I'll kind of just look over at them, reach up and adjust my glasses, and they just go. Being able to go out into public was always a big challenge for me, not just from people that I didn't know looking at me, staring at me, making fun of me, but also parents doing the same thing. And also just getting through places, if I dropped something, having to ask a stranger to help me. What I did is I went out and I found the help that I needed to be able to go out in public every day. And that's where I got my little friend here, Rona. Rona is a 6-year-old black lab service dog that is trained to be able to help me pick up things, open doors, clean up my room. Yes, she puts my laundry away for me. That's really convenient. This dog, I believe, is probably smarter than me. One of my dogs actually graduated from high school with me, and she thought that was really, really cool. She got a high school diploma and everything. But with Rona and with the van and learning how to drive and all my friends and believing in me, one of the next big obstacles in life was wanting to get married. How many of you want to get married someday? Yeah, that's going to be fun. Well, can I let you guys in on a secret? Can everybody show me 0, please? All right, thank you. All right, I want to share a secret with you. All right, everybody listen in real close. All right. I am getting married. And I am getting married to your speech teacher, Miss Luce. Yeah. Miss Luce, actually, she saw something in me a lot of people did not see. She saw past my disability, which is what everybody should do with somebody that has a disability or has somebody that's different. So look past their disability, look past their difference, and see them for who they really are. And that's what Miss Luce did with me, and now we're getting married this summer. Now, before I leave you guys here today, I want to give you guys a challenge. Can you guys take on a challenge for me? All right, I want to hear from your principal 1 year from now that Spring Mill is a bully-free zone and has shown empathy to everyone. Can you guys do that for me? Yeah! All right, well, remember, I have eyes and ears around this school, so I'm going to know. All right, well, I just want to thank you guys for having me out here today. It was a great pleasure to be able to speak with you. I enjoy your spring break.